Alright, we should be looking damn good to go. Back with some more Honkai Impact 3rd, Chapter 27. Out of, what, 28? At least on global version, out of 28. It will be the same format as last time of when I recorded the video of me doing Chapter 26. So same exact format. Chapter 28, I'll actually be able to, you know, play it live, which I explained before in the last video that we did for the main story in this game. So you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, should be quite good. So let me switch over to this screen. Everything should be fine. I know people will start rolling into the stream as usual. I already know how that goes, obviously. But yeah, if you're watching this live or pre-recorded, really appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff helps out very much. YouTube algorithm, 4,000 subscribers. We're about, what is it, are we like 130 away now or something? I feel like we're 130 subscribers away. So we're damn close. We getting really damn close to that 4,000 subscriber mark. As always, if you'd like to become a member, help support the stream even more so we are able to continue doing streams and videos consistently, that helps out a bunch. Yeah, I think I mentioned about everything. Last time on Honkai Impact 3rd, Otto was out there scheming. Big time. I mean, what else does Otto do? Just schemes, obsesses about freaking Callan. That's the usual. But yeah, we have quite a bit to go through since we're watching like through the whole Chapter 27 chapter today, and like I said, then 28 I'll actually be able to do back into normal format. So yeah, so what's up Savior, and what is up Kumori, how you doing? You said hello there dude, good morning from Indonesia. Wow, it's 2:30 a.m. over here. Sheesh. Well, thank you for stopping by the stream, for the sake that it is that late for you. Appreciate that very much. So yeah, we should be looking damn good other than that. So, I'm going to pause the music, and we will get everything going. And then let me get chat up. Alright, chat. Wait, where are you, chat, actually? Yes. I gotta get used to this again. It was so weird recording this video, but I feel like now that I just have like the, you know, I have the chat again here, it shouldn't be as weird, you know? It's kind of disappointing that you can't play Chapter 27 because the boss is very fun. Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, I remember how it went, I just didn't end up watching the cutscene. So like gameplay wise, yes, I remember parts of it, but like story wise, didn't look at it, didn't have any context. So I mean, I technically did go through it, it's just, you know, didn't know what the hell was going on, and I was still recovering from me being sick at the same time. Alright, let me start reading. Warning, abnormal readings detected at 1 o'clock, estimated over 100 unknown life forms. There we go. But F up for a second there. Didn't want to completely scuff my reading. Warning, all infrared readings from target organisms are consistent with Sheiksal Overseer Auto Apocalypse. All engines have been started, awaiting orders. Hyperion Cannon, fully charged, awaiting orders. Yeah, because everything's about to go to hell. Radar teams, comm teams, please continue to monitor this situation. Engine team and weapons team, please stand by and be prepared for combat at any time. Oh boy. Madam Terry, we're receiving a signal from an unknown external source. Yeah, I wonder where that's coming from. I wonder. Establish contact. I was expecting this. Yeah, Terry's not surprised. Yep. Protocol confirmed. Broadcast initiated. Auto cyborg. Yeah. All Sheiksal and non-Sheiksal personnel deployed to Kolostein. Please remain in place and stand by until further notice. If you leave your current position without permission, you will be responsible for the consequences. Is that an auto clone? They operate like robots. Yep. It's an auto clone, alright. Please don't waste everyone's time, puppet. I want to communicate with the real Auto Apocalypse. You think we'd be able to get his attention? Yeah, a legal request. Protocol does not exist. Returning to initial protocol. Continuing broadcast. All Sheik Sol and non-Sheik Sol personnel deployed to Kalestein. Please remain in place and stand by until further notice. Yeah, freaking Otto got all his goons doing the work. If you leave your current position without permission, you will be responsible for the consequences. In other words, you'll get blasted. If you want to die, make the decision. So what? Your plot was exposed, so you hid somewhere and closed the door on us? He usually does stuff like this when he's up to something. He finds a way to delay us until it's too late to stop him. Yeah, the Auto Apocalypse way. Sounds about right. Disgusting! He stole the powers of the Hersher dominance right in front of us. What is that rascal planning now? He planning to get to Callan, that's what he's planning. I don't know, but to be safe, we better head out immediately and find him ourselves. Well, get ready for the consequences, like the clone said. Just as Fuhua said, if we delay now, we'll be doing exactly what he wants us to do. You said, what's the reason you don't actually play the chapter? Well, for chapter 26 and 27, I'll just say it like once this stream, so that way anybody knows. The reason is because there was an event like months ago to get Hersher, Reese, and Bronya. I was sick around the time that event was going on. By the time I wasn't like really that sick anymore and I was actually able to like even play a video game, the only way to get Hersher, Reese, and Bronya was to do Kalestein missions. So I ended up doing the missions without watching the cutscenes or any of the dialogue, so I could get Hersher, Reese, and Bronya and other rewards. Why Honkai did it that way? I have no idea why they let people do chapters that they weren't even up to, but yeah. So we only have to do this for 27, and then for 28, I'll actually be able to play it on stream. So, there you go. There is the answer. Wow, nice analysis, my dear granddaughter. It seems you've matured a lot while you were away. What? What? You're surprised at the switch in transmissions? I would at least think those two anti-entropy doctors wouldn't be surprised. After all, you saw it before. 60 years ago, didn't you? Basically, he speedran it? Yeah. You're a disgrace! Don't get angry, Dr. Tesla. Tesla hates Otto to the core. What I'm going to do next will be extremely beneficial for all of you. Beneficial? Alright, I can't wait to hear what overconfident nonsense you have to say. Overconfident? Indeed. When it comes to this, there may be no one more confident than myself. Yeah, cocky piece of crap. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to celebrate the future of humanity. To achieve this goal, I will sacrifice myself. On the imaginary tree, I strove to give humanity another 500 years, to give you enough time to stop Honkai. 500 years? Oh, it looks like my dear granddaughter has realized something. Yes, in my overconfident view, these 500 years are nothing more than a byproduct. And yeah, you said, yeah, I get it now. My friend who's still an earlier chapter had to play Kalestein to get Hersher Reason. Exactly. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I remember that I said not long ago, I will soon set off on the last part of my journey to the other side of the world to seek the soul existence. I will erase 500 years of history from this time branch and return the world to the state in which Callan Castellana was alive. You crazy as hell! Of course, there's no need to worry about your own existence, that it would be erased. All of you have come to Kalestein today. No matter what position you hold, Auto Apocalypse will protect you from the time currents. Oh, thank you, Otto. You're so kind. And once you are in the past, you will certainly be able to help the Holy Maid realize her ideals. Buddy's not obsessed at all. Otto being obsessed? Psh. Hey, has the Overseer finally lost his mind? What are you blabbing about? Time reversal, putting aside questions of how it could be technically done, you don't think we know how much energy it would theoretically require? A lot? What if I told you I had reached an agreement with the entity known as the Will of Honkai? And what if I said the cost would be time flowing through the imaginary tree or the present itself? Obsessed more like insane? True, true. You don't believe I have such an agreement? Just patiently wait for 12 hours in a Hyperion, and you'll see what happens, yeah? You think we're just gonna wait here for 12 hours? It sounds like you're giving us one last opportunity to challenge you in the final 12 hours. Oh, typical Einstein. You can really keep a cool head. That's right. I'm willing to give you an opportunity, all of you. If you don't approve of my methods, then come to that church we were at before and beat me into submission. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'm sure there's people that want to do that. Of course, under these circumstances, my loyal subordinates will be in town trying to stop you. So basically, come to the church if you dare, my Goombas are gonna try to kill you. From my own perspective, I don't wish for any of you to see combat. You are simultaneously provoking us while hoping that we hold back. Why? It seems that you are desperate to find flaws in what I'm saying, Doctor. That's no good. All you need to know is that if I succeed, the world will have an extra 500 years with which to defend against Honkai. Yeah, you know why you're really doing this. And the cost is nothing more than letting ordinary people, aside from those of you present here, to revert to the state they were in before they were born. So yeah, they'd just never be born to anybody else. Yeah, you're crazy. As for this message itself, you should understand it as me giving you all an opportunity for a fair fight. Auto and fair? Okay, that's BS. I get it. We will give you the fight you asked for. Good, good. That is truly excellent, my dear granddaughter. Your reaction is even better than I anticipated. Why don't you do what you did last year and take action, Terry? Basically Xehanort, but a lot smarter and dangerous. Ah, yeah, I remember Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts. I will be waiting for you patiently at Street 537 Church. Okay. The former overseer was back to his old tricks. Once again, as soon as he had conveyed his intentions, he cut off communication. Yep. Well, we gotta go whoop Otto's ass, so let's do it. Erasing time in history, reaching an agreement with the Will of Honkai, giving 12 hours. It was all more than anyone imagined. Yeah, Otto Apocalypse. You ever thought he was gonna be a nice guy? I want to confirm one thing, Dr. Einstein, Dr. Tesla. And what's up, Scarlet? Hopefully your day gets better. The Will of Honkai. Do we know anything about such an entity? Unfortunately, from a technological standpoint, we don't. Although the Herrscher Reason Core blocked communication between Welt and the Will of Honkai, allowing him to become the Herrscher who fights for humanity. The downside is that Anti-Entropy lost their only opportunity to research the Will of Honkai. Wonderful! I see. That is to say, in our current situation, we'll have to take his word for it. That's one way of putting it. Although, I don't want to admit it, I'm afraid that's the truth. Damn. We know perfectly well that he's leading us along. Of course he is. Sometimes this kind of thing happens on the battlefield. There's no commander on the planet who has the ability to decide the strategy all the time. Sometimes one gets forced into a decisive battle. Let's go. We could order everyone to assemble on the way. At the same time, we could discuss tactics. After Hyperion was put on the highest level of alert, the previously quiet passageways were filled with tension and noise. Okay. But among all the clamor, the loudest noise was still Dr. Tesla's booming voice. Of course it was. What? Splitting up our troops? Doesn't that negate our advantage? We'll be facing strong enemies this time. We'll have to approach cautiously and assess the situation. Hey, in my opinion, the reason that guy emphasized 12 hours is that he wants to delay us. we should concentrate all of our firepower in one area. Once preparations on the Hyperion are complete, let's take the shortest path, break through, and seize the church. This isn't a game, Dr. Tesla. You sure about that? That might blow up the Sheiksaw staff who are still in town. Besides, we still don't know what Otto has up his sleeve. Rashly jumping in a battle might have risks that we can't even anticipate. Yeah, you think he's just gonna let us go to the church? Now, even when we get there, there's gonna be BS. Didn't he lose the powers of the Hersher of Dominance? If we beat the real Hersher of Dominance, how afraid could we be of a fake one? I would say you don't want to go in there underestimating Otto. Don't forget, Dr. Tesla, that man's name is Otto Apocalypse. He's made us suffer more times than the beans you need to make a strong cup of coffee. Okay. That analogy. What's up, Drake? How you doing, man? What do you think, Terry? Don't pay too much attention to Mophead. You're the commander, so the tactical decisions are ultimately up to you. Dr. Tesla, I actually support Dr. Einstein's idea. Oh. Currently, we've only detected the behavior of those Solium clones, but they aren't just puppets of the enemy. Basically, for anybody that's just coming into the stream and you're lost on what's going on, Otto is trying to turn back the clock on the world to 500 years in the past, so only a select amount of people would stay alive that are like in the same area that Otto's in, and everybody else in the world wouldn't even be alive anymore, just so he could get back his lover that he is obsessed with. He claims that it's also to help fight against Honkai, but this dude just trying to get some booty again. So yeah. Anyways, now this isn't a game. I mean, Otto is basically playing every character like a chess piece. Exactly. But yeah, there's the little recap for anybody who's wondering what's going on. Well, what is up, Ramsey? What is up? Now we have no difficulty coping with the Hersher of Dominance's power. But whether it's the tendencies of S-rank Valkyries or the enemy reaching an agreement with the will of the Honkai, it's completely unknown to us at the moment. That being the case, our operation has to be divided into two phases. In the first phase, we should divide our troops so that we could fight and do recon at the same time. That way we could better understand the situation. In the second phase, we could concentrate our firepower once again and launch a strong and steady attack on the enemy. A Blitzkrieg strategy needs to be supported by a large amount of intelligence, and intel is exactly what we're lacking right now. In other words, the strategy you suggested is way too risky at the moment, Dr. Tesla. You said, I know we like to joke about Otto being a simp, but you're curious to see what I think of this chapter? Okay, you have your reasons. I'll drop another plan in accordance with Terry's two-phase strategy. I mean, yeah, we'll see what I end up thinking in the end, actually getting context on the chapter. It just so happens that our engineering division has something that we could put to good use. I want to see that Otto character development. After receiving Terry's communication, Hyperion's frontline combat personnel gathered at the specific location within 5 minutes. I swear, like, having to read this, okay, Kiana, Bronya, Fuhua, Seely, Rosalia, and Lilia all awaited orders with some solemn expressions. I swear, this is gonna help me read quicker just in general. Like, I feel like my out loud reading has gotten just better. Everyone, we don't have much time, so I'll keep this short. Before I announce the plan, I need to bring everyone up to speed on two things. Alright, do it. First, according to Otto's statement, he has reached an agreement with the will of Honkai, which allow him to force a time reversal, which is crazy as hell. He's planning to return the world outside Kalestein to the state it was in 500 years ago, giving the holy maid Kallen a second chance at life. Second, not long ago, anti-entropy scientists determined that Otto somehow managed to steal the powers of the original Hersher of Dominance. Does he not think that Kallen's gonna be like, what the hell? You turned back time 500 years just for me? He used the Hersher of Dominance powers to integrate and control the clones currently surrounding the Hyperion. Due to the 2 points I just mentioned, I'm planning to divide Hyperion's first-line troops into 3 groups, okay? Group 1, made up of Bronya, Seely, Rosa, and Lily, will advance along the road to the opposite bank towards Street 537 Church, where Otto is located. Okay. Roger. We will also determine a suitable area for Dr. Tesla to install the Spartacus system based on the readings sent back from your detectors. The Spartacus system limits the powers of the Hersher of Dominance by broadcasting a jamming signal. Based on the readings you automatically send back, we'll choose a suitable place for the transmitter. One less thing for you guys to worry about. Nice. To be precise, that will be the responsibility of Group 3. All you have to do is make sure the detectors you carry are working normally. Okay. Rosa and Lily, you don't have a lot of combat experience. If you run into trouble, you can stay back in a support role. Don't force yourself to do something you feel uncomfortable with. Got it. We'll comply with Seely and Bronya's plan. Nods. Okay. Okay, that's it for Group 1. Now let's discuss the mission of Group number 2. Group 2 will be made up of Kiana and Fuhua. You'll set off shortly, advancing up the road on the south side of the river to seize control of the bridge upstream. That's a good team, though. That is a very good team. Then you'll quickly press on to the church and scout out the situation. While this is going on, Group 1 could help you attract the attention of the enemy. Okay. Over here getting ready for war. And just like Group 1, the detectors you carry with you signals back to Dr. Tesla, helping her find a suitable location from which to broadcast a jamming signal. Understood. Compared to Group 1, Group 2 needs to be quicker in their assault on the enemy headquarters and rapidly assess the situation. I think they should have that in the bag. Therefore, don't get too caught up in fighting, even though we need someone to keep advancing in divided assaults like this. Yes, Principal. Next is the third group, made up of myself, the 2 anti-entropy doctors, and the Hyperion logistics crew. I can imagine you're probably not going to be dealing with too many enemies, right? We will install and upgrade the Spartacus system and do our best to block the transmission mechanism of the Hersher of Dominance, while also serve as a base supporting the attack. Is everyone clear about the plan? I think so. If we encounter Otto himself, what do you recommend we do, Principal? Aim for the head, yeah. Try to delay him as long as possible and wait for reinforcements. At least according to his threat, we have 12 hours to stop him. I wouldn't doubt this will go down to the last hour. Got it. Any other questions? Okay, if not, let's get started. Off to battle. Well, here we go. And chapter 27 truly begins. So they got the 3 groups, and we'll see if everything ends up going smoothly. For the first objective, that place will do. Its open view and dense enemy population make it a fine place for drawing fire. Alright, mission start. Yep. And it should be a good one. A very good chapter. I mean, I know this has to be a banger chapter, though. It has to be. What I'm happy about is the fact that... I see they had to put the quality too. What I'm happy about is the fact that I'm so close to being fully up to date with the story. Like, damn. I am almost there. Ah, yes, the auto clones. I was tempted to say AutoZone. You know, like getting the zone, AutoZone, you know, like the company. Anyways, that's besides the point. That is very much besides the point. You know, as much as I don't like Otto, though, you gotta give him credit for that outfit. That new outfit he has is pretty damn clean, okay? If we're just gonna keep it real for a second, that's a pretty nice outfit. Other than that, no, he's horrible. he's pretty bad. Try to stay focused, Seely. This is combat. Being distracted for even a moment could be fatal. Meanwhile, I'm distracted as hell talking about his outfit. Oh, I know, but the buildings here are all beautiful. If one got destroyed, I would feel awful. Oh, they're definitely gonna get destroyed. Have to respect the drip, exactly. This is the old Shiksal HQ, a place awash in evil and suffering. Bronya thinks Seely's safety is more important than protecting it. But the buildings are innocent, right? The people who designed, built, and maintained them must have put in a lot of effort. And what's up, Rachel? How you doing? And the majority of people who lived here probably had nothing to do with Sheik Sol's dark side. They just diligently went about their work. And Savior, true. He is. I mean, like I said, gotta give him credit. Like the garden over there. It looks like it was once meticulously maintained. The owner must have loved this place. I mean, yeah, back when it was normal, eh? And even though this road is dusty now, you could tell it was once well kept. The people must have really liked living here. Yeah? I bet. If they come back years later and find only rubble, they would surely be very sad. I don't want to destroy the place where they had so many memories. I think everyone's memories are worth preserving. She has a good heart. Typical Seely. Bronya understands. Bronya will try to avoid directly targeting the buildings in battle, and she'll remind Rosa and Lily as well. Meanwhile, goes into the Hersher Reason motorcycle mode, just nukes the freaking building. Sorry, was I being too stubborn? No. Bronya thinks that Seely has a point. Admittedly, being protective in battle could lead to some difficulties though. But at the same time, it's the source of our strength and our greatest asset. So on this basis, I'll reevaluate our tactical objectives. We'll be the first team to advance, and our initial objective is to serve as a distraction and to attract the enemy's firepower, creating an opportunity for group number 2. We're planning to take an indirect route from City Hall Square to the church. The more commotion, the better, and the more enemies we attract, the better. Alright, let's make a scene, eh? At the same time, we'll collect data from the area where enemies are concentrated to help Group 3 determine the best location to install the Spartacus system. Seely being the precious bean of the group, pretty much. That's right. Once that phase is complete, we'll make the church our objective, along with Group 2. Hopefully we'll get there at the same time and start the battle against Otto. Alright. I hope everything goes smoothly. But when our actions are so obvious, won't the enemy realize our intentions? It is indeed a transparent strategy, but given our current strength, it's our most reliable option. And even if the enemy could see through our plan, as defenders they could only respond as usual. I see. Sounds like Principal and Bronya have given this a lot of thought. Of course. I mean, you have to. Winning a battle before it begins is the only way to ensure victory. Got that wisdom right now. Now let's go out there and cause some chaos. Yeah, alright, good. Let's do it. You said I got Rave Master manga today, but one is missing. Rave Master. Can't say I'm familiar with it. Ah, yes. Wait. I just realized what I could call these things. Chat, I could call them Autobots. Yeah, oh my god, what's wrong with me with these jokes today? Oh my god. I feel like I was too proud of that one. I was really too proud of that joke. But like that's literally what they are though. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. That's what they are. Anyways, I don't know if somebody's made that joke before. God, I need to stop, dude. I need to stop it. You know what's hilarious? All these characters just stay dead silent. Why does everyone seem so serious? I told a bad joke, I'm sorry. Isn't it good to stay calm so we can focus on fighting? Yeah. Bronya is usually quiet, but what's with Rosa and Lily? They know the stakes that are here. Even they hated my joke, I know. Don't mind them, a couple of kids without any experience in a real battle. They must just be scared. Huh? Then I should take care of them. Rosa, Lily, don't be afraid. Bronya and I have been in a lot of battles like this. There's no need to be nervous. We just need to keep our cool and help each other out, and we'll overcome this. If a dangerous enemy appears, Bronya and I will protect you and make sure you don't get hurt. So don't be afraid. Just fight like you normally do in training. You two are outstanding. I know that much. You should believe in yourselves. Shakes head. Well, actually, why did I do a nod? No, it's shaking your head. No, Celia, it's actually not like that. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I nodded. Huh? Are you not feeling well, Rosa? Oh no, we didn't bring a medical kit. Should we contact the doctors? Shakes head and so dizzy. Okay, buddy. Rosa made herself dizzy. Them eyes. You good? Can I talk now, Lily? Until there aren't any outsiders here. So I guess it's fine, yeah. Phew. I can't stand it anymore. I can finally talk. Yeah? Huh? What do you mean you could finally talk? Lily told me that I had to keep my mouth shut the whole time. Lily said that since everyone was so serious, we also had to stay serious, but if I couldn't do it, I had to stop talking completely. Okay, buddy. Because Rosa could kill the vibe just by opening her mouth. What? You just don't understand me. I'm your elder, more than 10 minutes older than you, so I'm obviously much more mature than you. Oh my god. I just wanted to say that even though I don't understand all that nonsense about tactics, we just need to go out there and kick their butts. Okay. Perfect strategy. I could beat this Otto character without a single hand. Otto would beat you with his pinky. What do you mean? You could at least start by remembering the enemy's name. I don't think there's anything wrong with Lily's judgment. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, those two are something else. You said Rave Master is written by the same guy who wrote Fairy Tail. This is the series before Fairy Tail. Hella good and older than you. Listen, a lot of things are older than me, okay? Including you. You know how awesome I am. Ah, yes, it's the telephone. Wow, enemies, where? They sound like they're nearby. It must be an ambush. That's our own comm device, Rosa, Idiaka. Stay there. Do not move. Huh? Roger. Good lord, what is happening anymore? Leave it to these two to make the mission not feel serious anymore. Is that okay? It's a little unstable and my feet are a bit numb, and holding the sword is getting a bit tiring. You're doing great, don't worry. You're doing fantastic. Just don't move. Rosa, you don't need to stay in that weird pose. We aren't playing red light, green light. Red light, green light. Huh? We're not? Squid Game. Dr. Tesla just told us to hold our position. She didn't say you couldn't move a muscle. Did you even stop breathing just now? Yeah, the Squid Game reference, yeah. Of course. No! Why would I do that? The data was gathered successfully. In a while, we'll be over to set up the jamming device. You guys continue to advance and see if there's any other suitable locations. Alright. Based on my experience, there will likely be one where the enemies are most concentrated. Hey, relax and leave it to Rosalia. As long as I'm here, the battle will be a breeze. Yeah, okay, buddy. You didn't do anything. The hero doesn't show their full strength until the end. This is just a demonstration for you, for your information. Hey, Rosa, wait for me! Let's catch up to those two, Bronya. Huh? Were you smiling just now, Bronya? You can't help but smile when dealing with those two freaking pinheads. Bronya was just a little move watching Rosa and Lily just now. Yeah? Those two. Remind me of Kiana and Bronya when they had just entered St. Freya. Damn, I remember those days. Back then, Kiana was a happy-go-lucky, silly girl who fell asleep in class or skipped it completely. She always failed her test, got in trouble, and annoyed May. Bronya just thought she was annoying and was always finding faults with her, but she challenged Bronya, and of course Bronya couldn't refuse. And Bronya never expected her to take it seriously. Although she never beat Bronya, she never gave up. She challenged me again and again. Kiana seemed too energetic, so I thought she would get into trouble by herself, so I stuck with her and tried to correct her behavior. Well, watching stupid people's always funny, yeah? Kiana was a bit too wild and made some outrageous mistakes, but whenever she did, Bronya would ruthlessly point out her errors. Don't you dare say that's why you watch me. Don't even think about it. In the end, we gradually warmed up to each other and frequently worked together. As a result, it became two people's mess instead of one, and the principal was left to deal with the consequences. Even now, I think it's an unimaginable way to make friends, but Bronya doesn't mind it. That's pretty much fate, isn't it? Ah, yes, fate. You could say that we were doomed to know each other. Back then, Bronya thought fighting was a lot easier than taking care of Kiana, but now I feel like it's the opposite. The world is like this. Everyone grows up and renews themselves. Rosa and Lily are standing on a battlefield already. Even though they have much to learn, in the end, they will find their reason to fight. Looking at the two of them, it's like I could see Bronya and Kiana from long ago, and I can't help but reminisce about those days. The good old days, eh? Bronya. Don't worry. Bronya knows what you're about to say, Seely. You remember the past to build a better future, right? Bronya is so cool, strong and reliable. Seely will study hard. Alright. No, Bronya also has a lot of weaknesses, but she'll definitely work hard to overcome them, for Seely's sake and everyone else's sake. I'm pretty sure we lost freaking Rosalia, like they bounced. But anyways, we should really catch up with those two, otherwise there's no telling what kind of crazy stuff they'll do. True. Okay, this way. Let's roll. Okay, you said no, I was agreeing with what you said, can't help but smiling while watching pinheads. Yes, indeed. And then you said, I can almost guarantee you're smarter than me. Well, I mean, don't make me blush now, that's too kind of you. That's way too kind of you. That's not something that I hear often from people when I stream. I don't hear people say, I almost guarantee you're smarter than me. But I mean, I'll take the compliment, thank you. You know, somebody could appreciate my true intelligence. So that is nice, you know. Like, I'm really just trying to get, like, through the main story so I could continue ER, though, because I really want to see the new Elysium Realm stuff. But we're almost back to continuing ER. What do we do? It seems like it's really broken, what, the McDonald's ice cream machine? It's all Rosa's fault. I told you that it wouldn't work. Liar. Just now you said that you thought it was a good idea. Rosa Idiaka must have misheard. When I started to put the signal detector on the sword and spin it around, why didn't you tell me to stop? Because it looked like you were having such a good time. But enough about that. Let's figure out how to solve this. How do we solve it? We spun it around to extend its range and collect some more data, but then it flew into a wall and broke. That was a better joke than the Autobots. Thank you, I'm here all day. When you put it like that, we're definitely gonna get in a lot of trouble. We should say a powerful enemy broke it in the midst of intense combat. What do you think? Y'all messing around when we gotta deal with Otto. Oh my god. That's smart, Lily. That's what we'll say. Meanwhile, Bronya's right there. And Seely. They're like, what the f— I suddenly feel an urge to go apologize to Principal Terry right now. In her eyes, the two of us must have looked just like that. Poor Principal. Always had to clean up our mess. Yeah. Yeah, hello? Don't move! Don't move! Stay there! The badly damaged exterior of the detector vibrated with Dr. Tesla's voice. Everyone awkwardly listened as she talked to herself. When the students become the teachers, for real. That is literally the situation. And everyone couldn't help but notice that Dr. Tesla was completely oblivious to this situation. Yep. Okay, I did it. Nice. In a while, we'll go install the other transmitter, which should interfere with those auto clones, I mean. Group 2 is almost ready to depart, so you could proceed to the next phase of the battlefield. From now on, you're on your own. See ya at the church! Oh, due to Rosalia's magnificent performance, we finally achieved victory. It sounded like she said yatta. Rosalia didn't do anything, and we haven't achieved victory. Too absent-minded. Now you're good, you're good. We were close. This time Rosa will deliver the final ultimate. What kind of ultimate? I'm still deciding. Did you only just start thinking about it? Should I call it Super Spin? Or how about Wind and Fire Wheel? You're just thinking about the name. Okay, no need to argue about stuff like this. We have to keep advancing. There was a subtle change in the atmosphere. Bronya sensed the danger and couldn't help but shiver. Oh boy. Wow, well that's not a good sign. That's very bad. Exclamation mark. Oh my god. Everyone, be careful. Oh no. Looks like our opponent is finally making a move. Oh dear. Are we trapped in here? Are the barriers trying to trap us here? That's what I just said, yeah. Looks like it. Let's take a closer look. Wonderful. Temple guard. Prepare to die. Bronya, of all people, shivering is not a good sign, exactly. When you know Bronya's nervous, you know it's a big deal. That's the gist of it there. If Bronya's out there concerned, we're in a pretty effed situation. Cannot lie. Ah yes, the frame rate killer ult. Look at that beautiful, magnificent ult right there. Very pog, very pog. And then got some more enemies over here. Okay. You know, I would like to take a very educated guess and say that this footage definitely was from the mobile version of Honkai, right? I mean, okay, well I said that last time, and then I noticed that there was like the keys there and stuff. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do you think it's, or do you think it's just from a PC that probably just isn't as strong? Because I look down and I see that frame rate down there, and I'm like, probably a weak PC, yeah. So that's probably what it is, man. It out here, low key looking like the damn Elysium Realm boss fight that I had to do. Of y'all know who I'm talking about. That boss fight fried my PC, Jesus. Well, my frame rate in that boss fight dipped down to like a 2 and stuff. Well, it crashed the game 3 times, to be exact. That was something. But to be fair, that was the only point the game ever crashed. Other than that, the game's been fine. I just never do the boss fight again. What's this? I feel like there's a familiar smell in the air. I see. It's an invitation. An invitation? We could choose to stay here and find a place to survive within this gradually shrinking barrier, or we could accept the invitation and face the one who gave us all this trouble. Regardless, whoever sent this invitation is really hospitable. That is to say, they're not really giving us a choice. Yeah. They prepared it so carefully that they could probably force us to accept the invitation. Bronya could guess who's behind it. Yep, oh boy. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen again with a certain boss. I mean, I'll talk about that in a sec. Looking at it, I already have an idea. I trust your judgment. Bronya, Rosa, Lily, what about you guys? I plan on having it on like a lower difficulty when I do the boss fight. What if we go in from here but can't get back out or something? Lily thinks Rosalia should probably shut up now. So should we continue it? Well, should we count it as unanimous? Be careful, everyone. Because what definitely didn't help with that boss in ER that I had to deal with was the fact that, I had it, like, on a harder difficulty. So I was there doing the boss fight for way longer, stressing out the PC. So maybe if I have it, like, as something just super normal, I could kill the boss, like, quicker, you know? This is the theater of domination, yep! Indeed, indeed. This dump just won't leave us alone. I was done with puppets. No more puppets. They're gone. It seems that we got separated again. Wonderful. But this time, Bronya can't sense any puppets. Good, I'm sick of them damn puppets. If Bronya's right, she should be around here. Is the game just too big for your computer? No. No. There's a reason of why we're having to watch this chapter. It's because I've been through the chapter, but without looking at the cutscenes or the story or anything. It was a weird thing with that event many months ago that you had to play through the story missions in order to get a certain character. But they let you play the chapter before you were even there, so I just didn't watch the cutscenes and stuff. In keeping with tradition, should I say, welcome to the theater of domination? It is you. Rita Roswis. Rita, how you doing? I've been looking forward to this for a long time, Silverwolf of the Euros. No, I mean, oh, because that keeps effing up my computer? And Rita's the Hey, what the hell? We meet as enemies today. There's no need for the formalities. What the hell is going on? And no, I mean, the only reason... It was only one boss fight that I was messing with my PC, and that's just because that boss fight had way too much going on. The rest of the game is fine for my PC. Anyways. Yeah, please don't say that. My respect for you is genuine, Bronya. That doesn't change despite being on opposite sides. Oh, so this is the Spina Astera battlesuit, right? Really? And who vowed that she wouldn't become our enemy? I was being honest when I said that. To be precise, I don't want to be enemies with anyone regardless, whether it's Anti-Entropy, or Sheik Sol, Hyperion, or Master Otto. Oh, metaphorically, not literally. I just want to maintain a neutral position and fill my obligations. Forgive me for being blunt, but you don't seem very neutral at the moment, yeah. I'm sorry for giving you that impression after leaving the Hyperion. Some things happened which resulted in a slight change in my position. Yeah, slight change, you say, eh? But please relax, I have no intention to harm you. Even the puppets I control are nothing more than keys Master Otto lent to me. They can't move on their own. The real powers of the Hersher of Dominance have already been transferred to Otto. In this theater of domination, there is nothing that will actively hurt you. I can guarantee that if you just wait here for a while, I will respectfully escort you out afterwards. Not gonna happen. Wait for a while until the 12 hours Otto mentioned are up, right? Is it even 12 hours anymore? What, how much time we have? You've always been so bright, Bronya, but given the current situation, you may not need to wait that long. If Bronya understands correctly, the guarantee you just made depends on us following your plan. What if we decide to leave? Then you'll have to forgive my lack of manners. Unless you are able to change my mind somehow. 11 hours? Probably? Umbra Rose will fight hard in her last battle and won't let you down. When you left this note, I guess you didn't expect this development? Bringing up that note. You're right. This is a safe way of doing it, isn't it? Of course. Such a plan suits you. Staying neutral, finishing Otto's mission without harming us. That way, no matter who wins, you won't face the consequences. Rita. But if we fail to stop Otto, everyone on the outside will be annihilated. Yeah, can't let that happen. You don't care about that, do you? You have no scruples about following orders from Otto? About that, I have no comment. Bronya has reminded me before not to make decisions that let down my comrades, and that is the decision I make. Yeah, that's been Astera, not Umbra Rose, though. True. Save your breath. Bronya won't be ordered about and won't change her mind. Bronya will choose her own path and won't be hanging around here. Well, if Umbra Rose and those Sheik-Sol S-Rank Valkyrie Rita Rossweese wants to stop Bronya, now's the time to do it. Well, here we go. I didn't expect you to give in, Bronya, since you won't be persuaded. Show me what you got. I mean, if you insist. If you insist. Alright, Bronya. It's time to demolish. Why is she in control of these monsters? Oh, so you're approaching me, yes. But of course. Yeah, her share of reason is so fun to play as, though. Very, very fun. Like, I remember, like, the first time I saw the ult for Herrscher of Reason, and I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, just great with the whole motorcycle thing. What's the matter? Quit hiding your new outfit. Oh boy. The attack was repelled? You'll have to forgive me, Miss Bronya. An ordinary body relying on a battlesuit alone shouldn't be able to block all the attacks from the Herrscher of Reason. What's up, Ketchup? How you doing? She's more accustomed to hand-to-hand combat than Bronya is. She's more experienced and aware, but that doesn't explain it. You know, I was hyped. Bronya senses that she's using a strange power. Where does it come from? This music, though, that was a good warm-up. Is it time to put our skills to the test, Miss Bronya? Of course, both sides have backup. Who knows? If we want to get this over with, we could ignore crushing power and surprise moves and get right down to the basics. You said no mods? Remzi's here, I saw him say hi. I'm more surprised Rez isn't. This is common sense on the battlefield. I take it you understand, Bronya, and I trust you also have something up your sleeve. To be honest, Bronya wasn't planning to use this, at least not here. What you got, Bronya? I should say I wasn't mentally prepared, or didn't have the resolve. But now is not the time to consider such things. Bronya can't stop here, so there's no need to hesitate further. This is Bronya's answer. You should stream lagging? No, that's the footage. that's the footage, Scarlet. It's not the stream. Okay, this time Bronya will use her full strength to defeat you. No, you're just looking at the footage that we're looking at. At the same time, so that's why there was a familiar smell. Oh, your stream's pausing? Oh, then I have no idea why. The Theater of Domination, here again. You've been here too many times. Have you grown accustomed to this place? No. No matter how many times I come, I always feel uncomfortable here. Really? I'm used to the air here. This time there's no horrible puppets making a racket. It's peaceful here, like a little vacation. But if you don't like it, forget it. I'll open up the exit and help you get out. I'm so used to opening up the door that it's getting boring. Well then. Also, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream, please be sure to do so. Helps out very, very much. Wait. Huh? Changed your mind? Wanna go sightseeing first? We could leave easily, but Bronya, Rosa, and Lily can't. We can't leave them here. Gotta go find them. Since the enemy intentionally split us up, she must know that. Just like the barrier she used to surround us, the enemy must be trying to win without fighting. If that's the case, aren't we doing what she wants if we stay here? What if we get out of here now and head straight for the church? They won't be expecting that. Yeah, that is an option, but before we do that, please give me some time. I want to see if I can get everyone out together. Yeah, that seems like the logical thing to do. After all, we don't have that many people, so each one of us is valuable. And plus, I promised Rosa and Lily that I would protect them. I can't break my promise. Okay. We'll do it your way. Alright. But if it takes too long, and we start to run out of time, I'll force you to go out, and we'll rendezvous with the others at the church. Yeah, Rita's goal here isn't fighting, it's just delaying them 12 hours, yeah. And we have to see the big picture, I understand. And keep in mind your own limitations. If you end up in a tricky situation, just let me handle it, okay? Yeah, I will. Thanks, Seely. You really. Power, deception, skill. There's only one opportunity to combine these things. BRB gotcha. You must patiently wait for the perfect moment. But to defeat her, Bronya might need some time. There we go. Alright. How far are we in here? Alright, 52. Okay. Well, here we go. As we just shred through the first health bar. Yeah, they are just shredding through. Oh lord, I'm ready to see their frame rate just dip to hell. I mean, they're staying at you know mid 20s, 30s. Okay. Should be manageable enough. Prepare for a badass moment incoming. Ooh. What's going on? Stars of Eden. Excuse me? Was it successful? No, I feel it's crack pop. There you go. There's your sound effects. The simulated stars of Eden are broken. Phew! It was a matter of life and death. Stop, miss. Well, stop here, Miss Bronya. Your trick failed. Damn. It was the lag that did it. If it weren't for the power of the simulated divine key being slightly diminished. Or did you reduce the power intentionally so that no one would get hurt? But wielding the power of the Hersher of Reason in just a few months, you really are a genius, Miss Bronya. Borrowing someone else's core to become a Hersher and constantly practicing despite the risk of backfire. Few could endure that kind of pain. That is pretty crazy. Mr. Yang has a worthy successor indeed, even though the burden must be a bit too much for Bronya. It's nothing like that. You still have a lot of room for improvement, Miss Bronya. No need to push your limits today. It's now or never. Now or never. I said nether. No, actually Bronya has been hesitating. I did receive the Hersher of Reason core, but Bronya has always been confused about anti-entropy, about the Hersher of Reason successor, and about the world. Bronya slowly learning how to become a Giga Chad, yeah? The man called World, the leader and successor of anti-entropy, and humanity's protector, Mr. Yang, the burden he bears is more than Bronya can imagine. Bronya saw countless memories in the Hersher core, and each one was enough to overwhelm an ordinary person, but Mr. Yang has lived with all of them. Is Bronya really qualified to be a successor? If Bronya had better control over the powers of the Hersher of Reason, the weight Mr. Yang bears would be no lighter. He staggers onward, carrying the world on his shoulders. No matter what difficulties lie ahead, he never gives up and never retreats. Bronya doesn't think she is enlightened enough to carry the whole world, so she only inherited the name of the Hersher of Reason and gave up the other stuff. But Bronya also understands that it isn't just an escape. Everyone at Anti-Entropy and on the Hyperion is too nice to point this out to Bronya, but Bronya can't turn a blind eye to the truth. Because he no longer uses the Hersher core, Mr. Yang is not nearly as powerful as before, and after so many life and death battles, his body is worn out. Despite this, he silently does his duty, allowing Bronya to grow up in peace and choose her own path. When he became the Hersher of Reason, that was the choice he had. A dream he never realized, and a future he'd always longed for. You said lag? What? We good? I don't see any frames dropped. We should be good. Yeah, we should be fine, as far as I know. He generously allowed Bronya to have these things instead. Many say he was always like that, putting other people's happiness over his own. Maybe it's as Dr. Tesla says, he's a complete fool. But at least from the perspective of the younger generation, and from the perspective of the Hersher of Reason, Bronya wants to share some of his burden. Bronya can't carry the weight of the world on her own, but she can help. Not only that, but watching the people around her grow, watching Seely get stronger, and watching Kiana mature, allowed Bronya to gradually realize that. Protecting the world isn't a burden that others impose on you, nor is it determined by circumstance. It's a longing in everyone's heart. Given that Kingdom Hearts speech right now, eh? It's not because we are strong that we do our duty, but protecting this world that is everyone's home gives us a reason to use every ounce of our strength. The first Hersher of Reason, Welt Joyce, was the original Hersher, but he chose to fight for humanity, block the falling stars, and protect his city. The second Hersher of Reason, Yochim Yang, inherited Welt's name. He put his life on the line time after time to rescue humanity from crisis. No one asked him to do that. They chose the world, and they chose to stay loyal, so the Welt name Now, the third Hersher of Reason, Bronya Zajik, of her own free will, chooses to walk her own path. Chooses this world. This bears witness to Bronya's one step forward. This is the weapon used by the two preceding Hershers of Reason. This is subverting the laws of nature and rewriting the stars of this world. Hersher of Reason performed her killer move once again. However, within the increasingly distorted gravity field, Rita Roswis kept dancing around, unhindered. Oh, that's really wonderful. You couldn't create a stable, simulated divine key, so you just kept making them. Indeed, that's something only the Hersher of Reason could do. But tricks only work once. You already showed your cards. How will you break the deadlock now? I'm sure Bronya got something. You won't know unless you try. Release Gravity Pulse. Alright. Rita like, huh? Excuse me? Sorry to say this, but it looks like you can't break through Rita's defenses. You lasted this long by continuously making simulated stars of Eden. You've really proven yourself, Miss Bronya. It's a shame that in a contest of endurance, you can't outlast me. Are you sure about that? Have you seen the stars crumble? What? Let her see your true power. Ninth Divine Key! Ah, they got the bop. Star of Eden, level 0 output, pseudo black hole, unleashed. Yeah, they got the beats. They got the bop. Rita Roswis' sight was completely obstructed by the building pieces raining down from above. Yeah, this song's Cyber Angel, right? That's the name. Dialogue? Were they waiting for the beat drop? Did the person that did this, I was gonna say, did they go get food or something? The ruins of the theater could not withstand the power of the genius Star of Eden. Only that. The music just stops at the same time. Okay. Lily, I still don't understand. What kind of magic is this? Hersher of Reason Giga Chad moment, yeah? Rosa Idiaka, this isn't magic, it's Honkai energy. Honkai energy can explain this? We just teleported from one place to another. It's like magic. But of course Bronya would become a Giga Chad. She's learned from Wealth the Ultimate Chad, that's true. If you don't understand it, damn, okay, that went by fast. Lily doesn't understand it either, okay? Get out of the line of sight. I want to know why that dialogue, them two lines went by fast as hell. We finally found you! It's Seely! Seely's come to save us. Great, you are both fine. Looks like Bronya's not with you guys. And what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. In that case, Bronya might be facing the enemy behind all this. Yeah, I think we better go find her. Did you notice? I know. I've been paying attention to the time. We still have some time left, huh? Very interesting noise. Wow! Earthquake! Earthquake! We're doomed! Sorry. It was me who ate that last piece of cake last night. Oh my god. No need to start confessing things. Wait. It was you who ate it? Oh my god. Why would there be an earthquake in the Theater of Domination? Could that be Bronya's in trouble over there? Maybe, but this time we won't be able to go check it out. The Theater of Domination is about to collapse. Oh boy. Collapse? Grab those two little rascals and get out of here. You've been trying to catch up to me with the main story, yeah? And how are you doing, Zero? Huh? This is the town from before. Oh, we made it out. Bronya. Don't worry, Bronya's gonna be okay. At the same time, in the collapsed theater of domination. Wonderful. Great job. I didn't expect you had that trick up your sleeve. In this battle, Rita really lost. Yeah, I mean, Bronya was ready. Although I expected the deadlock at the beginning was part of the strategy, I didn't expect the simulated divine key was also a diversion. The real game changer was the 9th divine key itself. That you focused on destroying the whole theater rather than defeating Rita was even more unexpected. Yes. Expect the unexpected. I'm sorry for having such contempt for you before, Miss Bronya. Those brave and unpredictable moves are not Welt's style, but are the results of Bronya's own intelligence and strength. Gotta give her props. Bronya got that big brain. Bronya's own strength. No, this was inherited from the Hersher of Reason. It's the strength of everyone at Anti-Entropy. The shell of the 9th divine key was restored only a month ago. Before that, the restoration hadn't gone smoothly. It wasn't until after the battle with the Hersher of Dominance that Anti-Entropy made it a priority again. When dealing with that divine key, everyone was extremely careful and respectful. Bronya thinks that this was because the memories attached to it were too grim. But we remember the past to build a better future. Celia has often said this to Bronya. So Bronya wants to take this as an opportunity to take her own first step. You said Bronya's supposed to be stronger than the both previous Welts? Freaking sheesh. Otherwise, I'll be left behind silly by Kiana, by Mei, by everyone. It's really cool that instead of Bronya defeating Rita, that she just broke the theater itself. Bronya will never become Welt because Bronya is her own person, but Bronya will carry their willpower and protect the world in her own way. No, it was pretty cool. It was a very smart idea. Yes, you have proven that you're strong enough to take on Otto now. I mean, she had to count on the rest of them getting out safely, but she said, screw it, they'll be fine. Let me just break this whole place. That's an implication of so-called contempt, because last time at the air terminal, you weren't sure we were strong enough to fight Otto. But speaking of that, Bronya didn't expect that even after the theater was destroyed, you still wouldn't show your cards. The Sheiksal S-rank Valkyrie couldn't help but laugh. The sound of her laugh revealed some frustration along with a faint sense of unease. Are you talking about this power? Sorry, it's not that I didn't want to use it, it's that I didn't have time to fully understand its properties. Yeah, that banger battle suit. Therefore, I chose to fight you using a method I was more familiar with. I'm not contemptuous of your ability at all. That's a really surprising reason. However you put it, Rita Roswis, it seems like you weren't trying to stop Bronya at all. But you took great pains to test Bronya's abilities. Yeah, her hair does look really good like that. What made you so nervous? Why would you say that, Miss Bronya? Bronya doesn't know either. Maybe it's intuition? Well, that's something new. The always calm and rational Bronya talking about intuition. Bronya thinks that rather than stopping or testing Bronya, you anticipated Bronya's maturation using something as a template. Don't think too much. I did nothing more than fulfilling my duty. Think this... Well, I mean, not think. This is proper for a servant. I mean, messing up words here and there. I'm like, where did I get the word think from? Alright, if you were unwilling to say more, Bronya will ask no further. But anyway, this space we're in seems to be... the space we would fall into after the theater of domination vanished. Would naturally be the Sea of Quanta. Oh boy, gotta love the Sea of Quanta. Indeed, in this state I could actually enter and exit freely, but you might be trapped here for a while, Miss Bronya. In my position, I would need to use some indirect means to provide assistance. Oh yeah? Don't trouble yourself, because just as you said before, Bronya has trusty companions with her. Yeah, sea laser, yeah? I see. Of course, when the Theater of Domination vanished and Bronya didn't come out, I was so scared I didn't know what to do. Luckily, Seely told me that Bronya might have fallen into the Sea of Quanta, and took me there to look. In the end, you really are. Huh? Miss Rita? Like, what the hell are you doing here? Looks like you two have a lot to catch up on. Why not go somewhere else to chat? Indeed, they do have a lot to talk about. Then what about you, Rita? I'll stay here a while longer until the situation is more stable. She's like, I'm staying out of this. Besides, Valkyries who fail a mission have to write a long report. Of course. Straight by the book, huh? Rita... Oh, wait, why am I saying Rita? Just let me rest for a while. A short break. I get it. Take care of yourself, Rita. And... thank you. Well, we're gonna head out. Alright. Trusty companions. It's been more than 20 minutes since the signal from Durandal's mobile transmitter disappeared. Although the contingency plan I drew up with Dr. Schrödinger is perfect, being hopeless like this really adds to one's anxiety. Has everything that's happened to us until now been part of the Overseer's plan? If so, then could the end of this be? Why is everyone around me even more annoying than I am? That's quite the question. Alright. And that looks to be act number 1 of chapter 27. Okay. So let me go over here. Chat, where are you? Why did it make you disappear? Chat, what the hell? I love the days that it decides to do that, of where like it just doesn't show you. That's great. That's great, chat. Yeah, that was act number 1. So we have act number 2 and act number 3. So let me actually get act number 2. Because all of these acts, they're about the same amount of time, basically. So, yeah, act number 2. And then we shall continue. But I'm enjoying chapter 27 so far. I know things are really going to start picking up. I mean, a lot of these parts... Jesus. Freaking noises in the game. I was like, what the hell is that noise? There was a lot of parts in here that were, like, really funny because of, like, the twins and stuff like that. But I feel like things are likely... Okay, can you not? I feel like things are likely going to get a lot more serious. So, what we'll do, we'll take like a 1 minute, like, I'll probably take like a 1 minute, 2 minute, like, stretch break real quick, and then we'll get back into this. So if you need to, like, grab, like, a drink or a snack or something, I would say this is, like, the opportunity to do so. So we'll be, like, right back, guys. And also, thank you for everybody that's watching today. I do very much appreciate that. So, yeah. I'll put some music. And run a quick little ad break. So BRB. And thank you, yeah, 13 likes on the stream. You said back, what's going on? Taking a stretch break. We just completed act number 1 out of 3 for this chapter, so we're just taking a quick break before we continue. Oh my god, what is up with my freaking hamstring, dude? Holy crap. Like, it is back to bothering me. Sheesh. Freaking sheesh. Yeah, I'll let myself stand up for like a full minute just to get the blood flowing, you know? Alright, I am back. We should be good to go. Let me lower the music. Thank you guys for the patience. I appreciate that very, very much. As we are back to doing the thing. So, chat is back. Well, I need to pause the music again. Alright, and boom, chat. Click on this. Alright, chat, we back. We good. So, act number 2 of chapter 27. Let's get it rolling. Let's do the thing. Okay. So go to Hyperion's landing location. Okay. Okay. I will say it, like, it's super weird not to be the one moving around in the game, but you know, it is what it is. Be just among the filthy too, and in his own weak person, if he can, must suffer dully all the wrongs of man. Make sure I'm on Act 2, I am. Okay. Wanted to just double check. We're back to playing this song. Take me back to the Fuhua arc. Fuhua looked at the piece of paper in her hand. Yeah. It was a scrap of paper torn crudely from a book, as if someone did not approve of the book's contents. Yes, but of course. Meaningless scribbles were scrawled into the margins, seemingly the result of someone's kid playing with a pen. And now, the worthless page had mysteriously ended up in the hand of someone else, as if it were fate. Ah yes. Time's up. Fuhua looked into the distance, letting the wind blow away the scrap of paper. It's time to go find Kiana. Well, time to find Kiana. Well, that was easy. Time to find Kiana. Whoa. Is it this button? The appearance of Dr. Tesla's new detector made her nostalgic. The white-haired girl suspended the ivory-colored plastic wristband in front of her, examining it carefully. Both sides of the wristband had some soft buttons on the same color. Well, the same color, but barely noticeable without close inspection. Fuwa, ready to go? What are you doing? I'm examining the detector doctor gave us. Kiana opened her hand to reveal the white wristband. I was just chatting with a staff member while waiting. She told me that besides being a general-purpose detector for anti-entropy, it also has a lot of other functions. Other functions? For example, it can detect the vital signs of whoever is wearing it, analyze your mood, and even compose and play music. Okay, well that could do quite a bit, huh? Apparently the song it plays always fits your mood. You wanna try it, Hua? Oh, we don't have time for that, that's funny. Okay, so that was Kiana's. Okay. I guess they're just sad. Time is short, we better get going. Okay, buddy. Kiana nodded and then adeptly fastened the detector band around her wrist. That piano! The piano. Just 2 months earlier, she had worn a similar accessory on her wrist, that time to prevent her from causing harm. Fortunately, that was now a thing of the past. I'm all set. Let's go. As she turned around, she nearly ran headlong into her curly-haired senpai. Yeah? Excellent. You haven't left yet. Dr. Einstein? That's great. We just made some slight adjustments to the mission objective and we didn't have time to notify you. What's going on? Nothing. Your destination is still the church, where Otto's located, but we're monitoring a certain route. Okay. A certain route? Is it an adjustment to avoid enemy defenses? Yes, specifically the operational part of the Spartacus system helped us detect energy reactions within a certain range. Okay. As she spoke, the doctor waved her right hand, activating a small virtual screen. This is a topographic map of Kolostai. You've probably seen it many times. Look at the coordinate I've marked. Real-time monitoring shows that there are almost no unnatural energy reactions there. Meaning, there are no enemies there? It's not on the shortest route to the church. If you followed the original path, you wouldn't pass by that point. But now, considering the possibility of an ambush following this route would probably be more efficient. But Dr. Einstein, you think Otto would leave such an obvious weak point? Hard to say, but regardless, it's not on the route we originally chose. Besides, the fact that Spartacus could withstand the powers of the Hersher of Dominance and continue to monitor as usual is surprising enough. If Otto has thought that far ahead, then we're likely to run into difficulties no matter which route we take. So it's like a chess match, isn't it? Maybe he's well prepared. An ambush could be waiting for us on the route that appears clear. Or it could be a tactic just to mess with our heads. We'll just have to try it and see. If we overthink this and miss our opportunity, that's exactly what the enemy wants. Delaying only benefits Otto. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go. Following this new route. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, like you said, a chess match, yeah? A damn chess match. Head to Castellana Street. Trying to be sneaky over there, avoid the enemies. Fair enough, fair enough. My eyes, bro. My freaking eyes. You know, on the bright side, we won't have to do this again. You know, there is that, chat. There is that. Okay. Jeez, buddy just got completely chopped. That was like immediate death. That was like absolute annihilation right there. Jeez. Freaking shot. Sheesh. Alright. Come on, wait, Kiana. What's wrong, Fuha? Without saying a word, Fuha signaled Kiana to look ahead. She saw an enemy that wasn't shown on the detector. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Kiana took out her detector, and indeed there were no signs of any kind of energy reaction in the area. Is there a problem with the detector, or... This is no accident. This is the way that Shiksal Overseer operates. Most of what he does is like a game. He has placed pieces everywhere that we might operate. Are you saying that every step of our plan is within his grasp? Hard to say. The troops we saw don't look formidable. We may have only guessed that a breakthrough could happen at this point, or maybe he predicted that you and I would be the ones to come here. There's a big difference. Auto 5-head. If it's the latter, he definitely deployed reinforcements. What's up, Cap? How you doing? Should we try to contact the others? Not yet. I haven't been able to determine why the energy reactions here don't match the readings from the detector. If Otto is just blocking the signal somehow, it's irrelevant, but if he could monitor us in real time, it might reveal more weak points. More like 20 head, you know? But if we can't get through undetected now, then what if we continue along this route and try to break through the enemies directly? Is that too reckless though? No. In a situation where we can't contact the others, it makes sense to stick to the original plan. We could strike these enemies and take them out quickly. Alright, sounds like a plan. He makes plans for his plans and plans for those plans. So you mean all we have to do is take out these enemies and it's basically like executing a raid? Yeah. In real combat, we always have to look out for ourselves. Alright. Onward we go. Oh yeah, they're gonna shred through those enemies like so fast, dude. Ridiculously quick. That seed is like non-existent. Like, say goodbye. And then they got another one. That one's about to die super quick too. Chat, quick question. For global, when are we getting chapter like 29? Yeah, like do you guys know by any chance the time frame of that? Damn, they got another seed. Yeah, next patch. I'm trying to think, how far into this new patch are we? Like, what, 2 weeks? Are we like 2 weeks into this new update or something? I think? Or, I don't know, I'd have to look. Fuhua looked around, but all she saw was lifeless ruins. 5.7, which is like a month later. Gotcha. Did she get separated in the fight? But if this is planned by that guy, why would he want to separate us? No, he couldn't have anticipated this. And this couldn't have been a decisive impact on our plans. Anyway. We're in like week 3? Okay. If this really is something he did deliberately, like using the powers of the Hersher of Dominance, for example? Fuhua furrowed her brow. To stick to the plan and stay on the offensive, she had to find Kiana. She had to make a decision quickly. Oh boy. That didn't sound good. What is that? A dazzling beam of light shot in the sky nearby. Undoubtedly, it was a sign of a decisive blow being struck. Yeah? In the eventful 500-year history of Kolosstein, there was only one person who could create a flame like this. Yeah, Kiana, she's nearby. Looks like she's serious. Who's the enemy? Yeah, 5.6 dropped on the 7th of April. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you for that information. Okay, so it has, yeah, it's been 15 days. So yeah, like 2 weeks. I gotcha. Yeah, I just keep hearing from people to like keep the ER stuff, the new Elysium stuff. It's so good. I'm like, listen, I bet it is good, okay? But I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this over here. How did your plans go AWOL again? Raksha? Even the opponent was different. Slow down. Today's not the day you'll defeat me. The great master has arrived. What? It's you? Master Jingwei. It's been a long time. Indeed. It's been 500 years. I never thought you'd still be alive, but this is something that man would do. Isn't it? I couldn't believe it when I woke up. But even though times have changed, my enemy from 500 years ago is still here. It seems like a dream. Fuhua, she's an old friend. It's a long story. Are you alright, Kiana? I'm fine, but be careful, Fuhua. It looks like she's under Otto's command. Yes, but of course. Who's under the command of that Raksha? Valkyrie is just the title he gave me. But I don't want it. You said, do I remember what you said about Shusheng? Give me a sec. Obviously, the whispers failed to escape Li Shusheng's ears. Give me a little reminder real quick of what you're exactly talking about. Don't misunderstand. That Raksha saved my life, and I promised him that I would help fight. But he asked me to just stop Master Jingwei, not to fight her. And 2-on-1, I wouldn't have a chance anyway. It's just not worth it. Maybe the Raksha thinks too highly of me. Oh, the Seven Swords visual novel. Okay. That's what you're talking about. No, he didn't misjudge you. He didn't even misjudge me. Kiana, maybe you should go ahead without me. Fuhua? If my judgment is correct, the two of us could easily overpower her, but that would still slow us down. Worst case, she might defeat me and delay you for a long time. Oh damn. Honestly, I'm not that confident, Great Master. Okay, buddy. It takes a lot to beat me. Not Otto. Others may measure their odds and give up the fight. I'm over here saying Otto. What's up, cat? How you doing? But you You stick to your word without weighing the costs and benefits. You keep your promises. This won't change. Even though the person you made the promise to is a fraud and a hypocrite. What has that Raksha done in these 500 years? I haven't heard anyone say anything good about him. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Although she said this lightly, it didn't change Fuhua's judgment one bit. Keeping one's word when facing death was not as unusual in the era in which she grew up. Since she was young, she had heard epic stories of assassins living by such a code. Yeah? But Fuhua, if you really do this on your own, don't forget about our mission, Kiana. No matter what, we have to keep advancing. More important matters await us. It's better if I'm the one to delay her. Fuhua could have guessed Kiana's reaction. This change of plans must have caused some hesitation. Yeah. It's very unfortunate. But when facing that unpredictable, irrational former Shiksal overseer, it was important to see the big picture. She had prepared a more persuasive argument. But I understand, Fuhua. Kiana knows the odds. She didn't need to use it. Without saying another word, Kiana quietly turned to leave. The Kiana from before would have been like, F that, I'm fighting. It's just, when facing Otto, I also don't have much confidence. I mean, it is Otto Apocalypse, so you gotta hurry up and come help me. I will. Be careful. You too, Fuhua. The girl turned to look at the two of them and hesitated no further. Her footsteps soon faded away. Isn't there anything you need to do? Just now, she had done what was necessary, even if her opponent struck now. Kiana had safely gotten away. Yeah? Whether she came here on her own or was deployed by Otto, Fuhua knew the innocent appearance of the girl was deceiving. In terms of Edge of Taishuan, Fuhua was aware that her opponent was unmatched in this world. Well, they got the music booming, yet the attack she was expecting did not come yet. No need. I said I would fight once, and I'm sticking to it. The girl smiled and spread her hands. Fighting more than once is no benefit to me. Yeah, this OST. Meeting again after 500 years is a little awkward. I fought with the Great Master before, right? I don't remember it, but the Raksha said the matter had been settled. You have a promise to fulfill, and I have a mission to complete. That's true. Is it that you have no choice, or is it fate? Or is it measure for measure? I don't understand. For the first time since they had started talking, the girl took a step away from the edge of the observation deck. The two of them were uncannily alike in certain ways, and now they finally stood face to face. We shall save the reminiscing until this is all over. Yeah, if something happens, we'll have something new to talk about. Okay, excuse me, Master Jingwei. Yeah, okay. Well, here we go with this fight, huh? Oh yeah, this fight gonna make their frame rate go crazy. I already know. Master Jingwei, we're both holding ourselves back, and this fight will take forever. Well, you want to crank it up? Unlike me, her blade mantra is still intact. If the fight drags on, I might not be able to defeat her. As School of Taishuan's founder, Fuhua knew they couldn't be more familiar with each other's moves. Which is why it was impossible for her to win by any conventional means. There we go. I have to upset the situation and break her balance. Well, how do you expect to do that, Thinking of this, her eyes leaped over Li Susheng and rested on the horizon. There's indeed an opportunity for me. Yes. Yes, dialogue. Dang, this is freaking Honkai dialogue sometimes. An opportunity that no other opponent would afford me. At least I need to make sure she won't be able to influence the situation in any way. She had made her decision. A suicidal one in the eyes of the others. I need to force that move out of her. And then resolve it. Yeah, that was a prolonged warm-up. Time for us to get serious. And back at it we go, huh? If I want to convince her that she has to do it, I need to show her that I mean it. Gotta chop down them freaking health bars like some logs, dude. Keeping her against like the rail like you playing freaking Tekken. If y'all have ever seen Tekken before. I swear, Tekken, the whole basis of Tekken is putting somebody against a wall and just keeping them there the whole damn game. I mean, you could say that about other fighting games too, but Tekken, that's really like just the thing. To the absolute moon, and I'm just like, Jesus. You've understood now, right? Understood what? I must admit, we're equally matched given that your blade mantra is still intact. Even if I could defeat you, and then catch up with my partner, that would take a very long time. By then, I'd probably become unable to help in any meaningful way. But it's the same for you. You should know if I'm determined to avoid the fight, but there's no way for you to keep me here. That's right. Speaking of this, Li Shusheng lowered her head to check her shaky hands. You good over there? Yeah, right? That was odd. When their blades clashed, an unstoppable might came from Fuhua's blade suddenly and almost made Li Shusheng falter. And what's up, Rez? You been sleeping, taking a little nap over there, Rez? It wasn't a powerful move she'd seen, not any kind of energy burst either. It felt like natural strength. The Raksha said that Jingwei was a genuine celestial. Of course I know that, but I'm only a mortal myself. You know, if we can't end this quickly, I'd try to escape from the fight. That's not the way it's supposed to be. In that case, both you and I have reasons to end this fight fast. Ah, she's baiting her. Big time. Can't do. It's Master Jingwei I'm fighting against. There's no way for me to ensure a quick victory. It may be true given that both of us have been holding ourselves back. That was a lie. But Fuhua knew the previous strike had misled Li Shusheng that she had more cards up her sleeve. For the next hit, I'll unleash my full strength, and you might die if you don't do the same. Gotta use them big brain strats. I'm serious. If you still wish to fulfill your promise, it's time to show your trump card now, Shusheng. Before it's too late. She gonna believe it? You wish to just buy some time for the silver-haired girl, right? Neither the Raksha nor I have any intention to harm you. And she's baiting her real hard. But still, you believe only one of us could walk out of here alive? No. On the very contrary. You're fully aware of what Otto hopes to accomplish, and it's something I'd never condone. The history of 500 centuries is worthy defending. But Master Jingwei... She didn't finish her question. She realized she didn't even have to ask. Master Jingwei had a tradition of never considering for herself, and she wouldn't be here at all otherwise. She'd be leading a much happier life now, perhaps. Li Shusheng decided so, but rejected this idea. She had to see Fuhua's new life, only that. What you get from the present can never make up for what you've lost in the past. Well then, you'll have to forgive me, Master Jingwei. Yeah, 500 centuries, Jesus, she had once said something similar to other people in the past. But the world had changed drastically since she took that fateful journey. The only thing that had remained the same was something she didn't even perceive. Whether when she was facing the Sword Master before, or the living legend now, the fire in her eyes always burned bright. That is the legacy Fuhua sighed in her heart. Despite knowing the most powerful move she created could not be blocked, she still took a step back and readied herself. Edge of Taishuan, Eminence. The glow both of them were all too familiar with. Now, burst. No, okay. No. Eminence, the fount of change. What nurtures all beings cannot be captured by form. Master Phoenix, watch out for this blow. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, grammar error? Yeah, I was like, what the f... As the blade left Li Shusheng's hand, it awakened a fierce storm of swords engulfing everything. That's not good, but that's what we were looking for. Only a faint dot of black and gold was saved from oblivion amidst the raging storm. Yeah, here and there they have some grammatical errors. Grips of Taishuan. Everything seemed to be frozen the moment when the wave of millions of blades unleashed. White screen of death. Attack. But Fuhua knew that it was only an illusion. Thanks to her superior reflexes, she had a moment before the blades reached her. Nice. Very nice. As her mind spun fast for a solution, the Eminence blade wave was approaching her forehead inch by inch. Not nice. Not nice. Having lost her blade mantra long ago, there was no way for her to withstand this mighty move. So what the hell was the plan at this point? The overwhelming blade wave represented Li Shusheng's strong confidence to subdue Fuhua. This is indeed Eminence. And I have to take it. Fuhua's mind broke out of this stagnant space. Yeah. Ah, yes, we're in JoJo now. Zowaldo, okay. Very nice. Kevin, Do I need a test for a Suara too? The voice seemed to be very far away. In the darkness, only the colorful light was within touch. No one could tell why people would see these light dots between life and death. They only knew their emergence symbolized one thing. Something had been changed permanently and irreversibly. No, there's no need. Whose body is still in, and her head. But sacrifice is always necessary. If we succeed, even an average man can. May, she has woken up. Excuse us for a moment, Kevin. I'd like to talk to her in private. Are you alright, Hua? Dr. May? No need to open your eyes, just relax. What happened to me? You did even better than expected, that's all. The E-core is being activated continuously. Data shows your muscle strength and neural reflexes have improved massively. I know, right, Savior? I know, right? Very pog. Past events floated up from buried memories to the surface, forming white foams just like surging tides. In short, the Suara experiment was a success. Hua wanted to speak, but the intensive pain all over her body prevented her. You don't have to ask. I'll tell you anyway. You're adapting to the initial changes, which takes time. The water having frame drops is bothering you? Yeah. I've explained to you how Suara reduces body rejection. Just like Aponia's discipline, it works directly on your brain. Aponia! That name. As we expected, Suara could modulate the human mind and body to boost growth in a Honkai energy adaptation. Where are we at right now? 34? Okay. But for you, it also does something else. What do you mean? The Garuda genes gifted you with superior vitality and memory, and Suara will make sure your potential is realized. Aponia, Chapter 3 of ER? We'll be getting there. Like, next week we'll be on Chapter 3 of ER for sure. We're continuing it. You're still a young warrior now, but in the future you could reach farther than most of us. Fate has chosen a path for you. No one could foresee the E-core's influence of an individual or ensure the success of the Suara experiment. You're a miracle. ER's just a zoo, yes. Of course. That's all I have to say. Now have some rest and try to think about what I said in the meantime. Besides, there's good news for you. You don't have to worry about the over-metamorph anymore. Suara is a catalyst as well as insurance to prevent you from losing control of yourself. Okay. Meanwhile, you should keep in mind that the brain is the most intricate and fragile of human organs. Even the slightest interference with the mind might cause disastrous consequences. True. Very, very true. As Suara seeps into your subconsciousness, your mind will also become part of it. No one could foresee the results. No one. but you. The future is in your hands now. Footsteps sounded, then faded away. Wait, Dr. May! I have one more. No, even I didn't foresee it. No mercy for the corrupted. Ah, loading screen. A zoo, lol, pretty much, except for a certain flame chaser. Okay, I didn't even get to see what that said. What the I haven't had to go back this whole time, but I legit didn't even get to see what that dialogue said. That went by way too quick. Let me run that back real quick. That was a little fast for me. It's just one of the many theories, okay. In their view, time and reality are false concepts. Everything you see is created exactly when you begin to perceive it. Alongside its history. That's nonsense. What about the other theory? The other theory holds that time and reality have run out of their courses, and we're only experiencing the last reflection. The reflection... Okay, we'll keep dimming down, and there's nothing we can do. Did I say reflection at first? My bad. Alright, Mophead, so why are we discussing nonsensical theories about time all of a sudden? In the disordered training room, a strong headache struck Dr. Tesla as she was sizing up the scattered mecha parts. No mercy for corrupted refers to Azure Emperor. Fuhua. Got you. Not long ago, she announced to Dr. Einstein with the utmost confidence the next-gen mecha she just developed. And a new tech she planned to name Spartacus. Yes. Time. The resource you've squandered the most. You should know how hard humanity has thought about it. Just let it go. It was no more than a lab accident. And don't stand idle there. Help me tweak the components. Such a pain in the butt. It'll take the two of us a whole day to fix it. Please come in. Tesla lifted her eyes and caught a suppressed, mischievous smile on Einstein's face. Mophead, what's with your wicked smile? Dr. Einstein and Dr. Tesla, am I interrupting? No. You came right on time. What is it, Miss Fu? Dr. Tesla and I have an appointment. Appointment? Yes, Mophead was right. You came on time. Remember the stamina test yesterday? I found some data problems, but I need to run some more tests to make sure. I've readied the mechas used in the tests. We could begin. Oh, they were as merciless as the people as Kevin was. Tesla's eyes returned to the scattered components. Okay. I see, so they were a menace. Alright, I need some time to prepare. Type 5 Hall of Fame menace? With a heavy sigh, Tesla dragged herself to the wreckage. Oh, right, Mophead, we can... It wasn't until that she realized the wicked smile on Einstein's face was for. Mophead, you get back here! Anyway, you could only run some simple battle tests now. Do you need a minute, Fuha? No, I'm ready, Dr. Tesla. Yeah, she's gone. She out of there. Ah, yes, they gotta put that filter on there to emphasize the old times there. Dipped. Yeah, got the hell out of there. Just shredding through. Okay. a sip of water while this is going on. You know, they demolishing the things pretty quick. Definitely getting through. Reinforcements or no? But of course. What would this be without some form of reinforcements? Man, they are just really getting effed up though. Like, big time. Very, very much so. Just keeping them in the air. You're exhausted, you feel like your body's collapsing. But that's not good. That is not good to hear. Had a long day, are you feeling sick or something? That's enough data. Looks like my assumption was proved. You're still using that battlesuit too? Nice. You're now very healthy in every regard. The burden imposed on by the Herrscher core has vanished with its deactivation. Let me give this a moment. Because I see... Out of nowhere, I started seeing frame droppage. Like, not from this footage, but from the actual stream itself. And I'm like, no, we're almost done with Act 2, so we're not about to have that happen. We're good now. Anyways. It's just your combat performance feels a bit underwhelming. I'll try to improve. Oh my god. Are you serious right now? Does my internet really want to test me right now? Do you want to test me today, internet? Do you really want to do this? As I'm in the middle, well, I mean, like, almost done. I'm almost done with this damn act. Please do, internet. Take your time. Take your time, yes. Because you seem to just want to drop some frames for a little bit. Please do. You said Tesla kind of bad without glasses. That's the first comment. You came in at a time of where out of nowhere my internet decides it wants to completely start going to hell. Which is quite funny for the fact that it was fine this whole time for the past 2 hours, but... Okay. Camera focus. Yeah, we still have the third act, I know. I know. Internet, are you good? You alright, buddy? Yeah, which is basically another hour, yeah. Indeed it is. I'll wait a sec. I'm gonna give it a breather for a sec. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick because my phone's been charging, so give me a moment. It looks like the internet's recovering, so that's good at least. So yeah, give me a sec. I'm gonna grab my phone, give this a sec, and we're gonna make sure we get this act done. There ain't no damn way we're not gonna finish doing this crap. So yeah, just give me a sec. Okay. I am back. And it is still okay. I mean, it looked like it was better, and then it started tweaking again. Like, why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Okay. So, let's see here. Are we good? Honkai? I mean, why am I saying Honkai? Internet? You said poor Tesla beaten by a crow and cabbage. I demand retribution. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It's like the frames for the stream, it's not like it's just completely just like red. Like, because for y'all that don't know, there's a red box, there's a yellow box, and there's a green box. Green is obviously good, yellow middle, red bad. So it's like going like flickering, boom, 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 like boom, 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 boom. So I'm just waiting for it to just steadily stay in the green for me. Which it does for like a few seconds, and then it just goes back. So at least we're not at the point of where like it's completely gone to hell. But it does look like it's gonna need a moment. So I'm just trying to do that. Meanwhile, let me see what you guys are saying now. Yeah, Tesla winning a stand war. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see that happen. I don't know about that one. Can this thing just stop flickering, dude? Can we not? Like, I still have a set amount of time with this over here. You know, I would love to continue what I'm doing. Okay, it's looking steady again. Let's continue. At the very least, we're getting this act done. I don't care. The point is, without the key of domination, your Honkai energy proficiency is no better than when you fully recovered. Is it because you're still adapting to a new physical status? Fuhua shook her head. Then perhaps it's a thing called swara. Keep making me want to say swarma. My body may have fully recovered, but not my mind. Yeah. It has nothing to do with Otto. I lost my blade mantra long ago, and since then, swara was no longer effective. But according to what she told us, it's a therapy that works on the subconsciousness. The effect should be irreversible. Isn't there a way to reawaken it? Your body had adapted to its influence long ago. There's gotta be a way. Dr. Tesla, thanks for your kindness, but there's no need. Reawakening it may not do me any good. I'm back to the beginning now, to the time before Swara became part of me. It's the most fortunate thing that's ever happened to me. Alright. Miss Fu, can I help you? What the hell did she even just say? Oh my god. What did you say? Can I ask you one more question? Okay. Einstein re-emerged on the testing ground without anyone noticing. Okay. Now that Swara is no longer effective, and your body is fully recovered, and the ability to transform into a Honkai beast, what we witnessed on Mr. Siegfried during the second eruption is still possible for you? Poor Fuhua has been nerfed real bad. Not unless I absolutely have to. Even if it comes to that, I'll only do it after making sure everyone on our side is safely away. Or I may become a threat to friends as well. Which is to say, you have no trump cards left when the situation becomes desperate. True. Not even Blade Eminence? During the second eruption, you were faced with a worse situation than now, but you still pulled it off. Back then, I still had Feng Huang down. And it was in that battle I learned even Blade Eminence could miss. Ah, you mean... It was something else that helped the Hersher block the unstoppable hit. What? Any new discovery? Nothing. Just an impossible possibility occurred to me. What is it? Don't keep me guessing. No, it's not that. There's no one left in the world to help me confirm this possibility now. You got all the nerfs, huh? Yeah, Fuhua always be getting nerfed by the storytellers. As always, but she gets strong for each variation. No one can make me confirm this possibility. There are no absolutes. Give me Hua and Fuhua together again and I'll be satisfied. A ray of light darted into the clear lake, and for an obvious physical law, something refracted, because I couldn't freaking read it. When it reached the bottom of the lake, the direction had long changed, and what drove it astray was something as clear and as bright as the lake surface. I like how this dialogue's going quick. The thought made Fuhua let out a long and heavy sigh, or rather, it was a relief after confirming her judgment. Damn. Okay. Strange syllables flew out of her lips, but she suddenly stopped without finishing. The spell-sounding words were known as Blade Swar in ancient Shenzo. Edge of Taishuan entails 5 blade essences, mantra form, sanction, and ascension, and something centuries ago, everyone in Shenzhou knew it was a sublime martial art from celestial Jingwei. What Fuhua chanted was the mantra used to train blade mantra, the foundation of the Edge of Taishuan. Those who have mastered a blade mantra could absorb essence from any part of the body. Yeah, Honkai, all martial artists exhaust their lives scaling the mountain of supremacy, but the Taishuan disciples are at the peak. Okay, every disciple had lived a legendary life, and every legend ended with a fateful tragedy. Why is it going so fast all of a sudden? And for this reason, Fuhua knew better than anyone that the so-called blade called mantra or whatever, which was known as Swara in the world facing doom long, long ago, had deviated from its original track without anyone knowing when. This is my mindscape and exactly at the level of the absolutely calm. Damn. What? That was too quick! Blade Mantra includes 4 levels: absolutely calm, flawlessly clean, clean mirror, and Taishuan. Hang on. Oh, now you want to go slow! After accomplishing Blade Mantra, the trainee's mindscape becomes a clear lake, which further transforms based on the progress. It's like if I mess up on a word, then everything goes that freaking out. The peaceful lake before her eyes was clear evidence that her blade mantra was accomplished. My reading is kind of slow? Listen, you shut the hell up. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you disgrace my reading? How dare you? My reading is beautiful for your information. My reading will not be disrespected. How dare you? No, that's whatever. Don't take it serious, by the way. I'm just messing. 500 years ago, there were raging flames in a great sword inches away from her forehead. Her blade mantra was shattered and then never recovered, which meant this mind lake has no reason to be here. And as the school of Taishuan's founder, her mindscape would never stop at merely absolutely calm. Is that you? The answer had come to her mind. Well, I'm not trying to read like Sonic at the same time. Only at the parts where they forced me to. A reunion with another old friend from centuries ago. What were the odds? Both reunions were unique in their circumstances. You especially. That's right. Iana and Bronya didn't run into an illusion created by the Hersher of sentience in your image. You've been here all along. But everything is pointless now, Master. The dust from 500 years ago had settled, and today... both of us are going to be reduced to ashes after a short moment. No, we will not die here. What you talking about? The blade eminence created by you is unstoppable. You know better than anyone else. Maybe you'd stand a chance with Blade Eminence, but time is against you and you can't reforge Blade Mantra now. Not necessarily. Among the 5 essences of Taishuan, Mantra and Eminence are the most tightly connected. Eminence in its nature is massive. Essence harnessed by someone with Blade Mantra. In another word, it's Honkai energy. Wow. Honkai energy, huh? I still could block it, deflect it, or even disperse it. Reverse it? The faint gold flashed across her mind again. Janyan's sword. Master, you mean to take the hit with your own body? With my blade mantra broken. I don't have much confidence to withstand the hit, but it's theoretically possible, at least. A lot of Chinese words. But Master, it's blade eminence we're talking about. Maybe you can resolve the concrete part. It'd be great if they sold Honkai drinks as merch. I'm surprised they don't do that. What about the formless part now that Feng Huang Down is no longer by your side? That's why we're meeting now. Blocking the hit is my only chance to stop Otto. Before this, I need to. Say goodbye to you. Master. Lin Zhaoyu lowered her head and let out a low whisper. Her watery eyes tried to hold back her tears. Have you decided to let go of the past? Everything in the past has led us to this moment. Lin Zhaoyu knew her master had sacrificed herself time and time again in the past to ensure that the world would continue. Fu Hua and Otto were now standing on two sides of the balance trying to steer the world in opposite directions. But this alone wasn't reason enough for her to risk her life. No. I used to do that a lot. Memories have served as a one-time fuel for me, and I was forced to leave them behind bit by bit. But I won't do that anymore. You. I finally understood what remembering every moment in my past means to me. Some memories have burned out, but they left distinct and permanent marks on me all the same. I was Hua. I was Jingwei. I'm now known as Fu Hua. These are all my milestones. Or these are all milestones on my life's path. There we go. A path not preordained, but built by my own choices every step of the way. We could achieve success only by learning from our failures. True, true. Is your past experience the only thing you could count on to win this duel? Maybe, and hopefully a bit of luck too. Master has decided then. I have no reason nor power to stop it. But what you said just now would have never come from the celestial Jingwei I used to know. You want Fu Hua to meet her ER version? You want to know the interesting interaction between the two? Oh, okay, I made up my mind. I'm marching on to tomorrow, but with everything from the past. You know, that would be an interesting interaction for sure. As long as I could do this, the past will extend and grow starting from today. It's the most remarkable thing about time. Is it so, Master? You've always seen us this way? Oh, wait a sec, because this thing just dropping frames now. Because I keep peeking over to look to see if what's going on with this to make sure the frames are okay. It's like I'm almost done with this act. Please let me finish act number 2 for the love of God. Internet, you want to be difficult, internet? Is this what we're gonna do? Yeah? Yeah? You just want to keep flickering back and forth for it? Yeah? That's nice. It's like, you know, the internet really does choose like the worst times. Like you could do this at any other time, like honestly. But you choose to do this at the point of where I'm almost done with the freaking act. Like can you not? Can you just not do that, please? It's just flickering. First time. Oh man. No, I've been here too many times. It doesn't happen like all the time, but like every once in a while this will happen. And you just want to jump through the window, you know? Thankfully, this is not an everyday thing. Or even an every week thing, but no, right now this is yeah. Yeah, if you just want to just chill. Okay, you good? You gonna let me? No. I wanna at least finish this act, please. As I wait. It's like every time it looks like it's about to be stable of where I can actually just continue, it starts being Papega. Okay. You know, I'm about to force you to you're gonna finish this damn act one way or another. One way or another, we're finishing this. I know you're no more than memory fragments in my mind, but I'd never wish to forget. Okay, it looks like it's stable enough. We're finishing this act. I do not care. We're good. We're good. This thing is trying to hold me up, like Otto's trying to hold everybody up. It's Otto not wanting me to finish the freaking chapter. Okay. Without the past, there could be no future. True. Alright, Master. May we meet again, and I bid you adieu. Yeah, the frame rate said I do too, as I'm looking at it go back and forth. Come, Eminence, I could take it. Chat, also, if worst comes to worst, we'll finish today's act, which is Act 2, and then we might have to wait until, like, tomorrow or something for Act 3 to finish the chapter, if it keeps dropping frames like this, though. Like, no matter what, whether it keeps dropping or not, I'm finishing the second act. But we might have to postpone the third till tomorrow. So just a little FYI. Because I want at least the freaking finale of the chapter to not be scuffed, you know? But we're already too far into this for me to really want to stop this right now. So, yeah. Listen, don't boo me, boo the damn internet. Go talk to them. Go talk to Xfinity and their wonderful quality. You could talk to them. Because they be on this BS. Alright, yeah, we're gonna try to push through here. To the best of the ability. The edge of the blade was about to sink into Fuhua's forehead, just like hundreds of years ago. Only back then, it was someone else commanding the blade, and Fuhua herself wasn't the same person now. Yeah, very different. Should've got that premium internet. It's almost like we're paying for premium streamer internet, but the provider doesn't do their job sometimes, for whatever reason. Everything in the past has led us to this moment. Fuhua had repeated this many times. But this time was different. I'll keep it in mind. That's Celestial Jingwei? She's just like Suye. Hush, even a Celestial should have a name, right? Just like me. She's forgotten her past but clings tightly onto the present without a clear vision for tomorrow. No one knows what tomorrow looks like. We'll have to find out ourselves. Really? Without the past, how could there be tomorrow? But Having run into a myriad of dead ends, you finally rediscovered yourself, Master. Yeah, this image is wallpaper material, true. Interesting. Yeah, the frame rate at this point is just being ruthless. It really is just being ruthless. That's great. And I need to go back because I missed a part. Yeah, everything in the past. Can this thing chill? Oh my god. Like internet, can we just calm down? Like, listen, you got like 15 minutes. Probably not even. Maybe like 13 minutes. Depending on where the footage ends up really stopping at, you know? That's not important. Can you, that's all I need you to be calm for, internet, okay? That's all you gotta do. Please. I'm begging you over here. I'm begging you. Because now this thing, it went from flashing from like green to yellow to like red to like, okay, we're gonna do yellow and red now. Well, I mean, it's orange. Yeah, it's actually orange at this point. It's like we just came to the best part of the act. Yeah, it said F that. You don't get to see it. I'm telling you, it's Otto, dude. Otto's the one that's doing this. Listen, Otto, I said that you had a nice outfit, okay? I gave you a compliment at least. Like, you may be like insane, but you know, you could dress. So like, can we like, you know, can you hold off for like a few more minutes so I could at least finish this part? That'd be nice. That'd be pretty nice, dude. I beg of you, perhaps? You said, nah, even Otto, isn't this evil? Damn. Yeah, like I'm pretty close. Pretty close here to being done with this. Damn, dude. Just stay in the green. Cannot be foregone. Huh? Blade Eminence was blocked. Right when I say that, it dips back. This damn internet, bro. This damn internet, bro. I don't know. I just want to make sure that this isn't scuffed and that it's actually watchable when somebody looks back at this for the ending of this part. It's like, we're so close, dude. Just come on. Why do you do this to me? You were fine for like 2 hours. Okay. Tranquility returned to the viewing deck. Please. The Blade Eminence threatened to tear the surroundings apart was no more. In the grass of Fufa's back and gold gauntlets, a beam of light was twisted. You good? You alright? The only winning chance worked for me. It's just, oh my god, it's just dipping so much. Freaking hell. Okay, you know what? You know what, internet? Because you just want to be like this right now. Yeah. You know, I mean, the point that we're at right now, we see that, you know, they were able to survive. You know, Fufa is okay. I mean, let me at least see this line of dialogue. I can at least see this. Master said Blade Eminence was not exactly invincible. I never believed it, but now Grandmaster was proving it true. Okay. You know, she is bad. It's just, she is quite bad. It's just right now, out of nowhere, like for the like past 15 minutes, my internet has ended up dying. You said the stream might be 5 hours long. Not today, no. Like, I'm not gonna, like I said, I was just trying to at least get Act 2 done. Once, like, the original plan was getting all of it, watching all of it today with you guys. But since my internet wants to be on crack cocaine and start dropping frames, I don't want the footage to be completely scuffed to the moon. So if I have to do it tomorrow, then I do it tomorrow. But I'm not gonna sit here for 5 hours, pausing each time, waiting for this internet. Hell no. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. So, I mean, I'm looking at it. But I don't know, dude. It's not looking too hot. We done dropped a good, you know, 10,000 frames. Big pog. So, That is quite nice. Always nice, always nice. It's like I'm really trying to give it more than enough time to just calm down, which it's looking like it's stabilizing as I move the mouse back. Okay, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go for a chat. I'm gonna click the button. Okay, I think we're good. It was supposed to crush everything before it, but Master Jingwei blocked it without even a scratch. I now know there's no ensured victory against a true master. Ah, yes. Too strong, too strong. Don't you start dropping frames on me! It brought me into a false sense of security. Why? Blade. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wait for the Blade Eminence exhausted my strength, and I have to defeat Master Jingwei. Okay, you know what? That's probably not a bad point to stop it. Chat, so this is what we're gonna do. Because the frames, they're just gonna keep dipping and jumping and whatever. So, we'll call it right here for today. Tomorrow, as long as my internet is not on crack cocaine, which it shouldn't be. So, as long as everything is good, we will complete the end of this act and complete act number 3, and that will be the finale for this chapter. This wasn't my original plan. My original plan was to get it done in one day, but you know, my internet had other ideas, as you could see. So yeah, I feel like that's probably a decent point though, of where she is like, yeah, I admit defeat. You're too strong. That's that. So yeah, that's what we'll leave that for now. Wonderful, absolutely freaking wonderful. So yeah, yeah, terrible cliffhanger. I mean, hey, at least we you know, we know that Fuha is okay. Now this thing is just dropping frames. It is just dropping frames. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have to hopefully be able to wrap this chapter up. So yeah, because this thing, it's not even going to the green anymore, dude. It's just going. It's just flipping and dipping and dipping and flipping. About to be at 13,000 frames drop. There it is. Very nice. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there for now. You mean 13 minutes of stream time? No. No, this is act number 2. Yeah, there's only 13 minutes for that. I'm gonna do act 3 tomorrow and finish it. Good cliffhanger. Keith learning from the best Mihoyo. Yeah, you know, hoyoverse. Shout out to you. Yeah, yeah, no, we have act number 3 tomorrow. And the ending of this act. So yeah. I'm just staring back at this internet. Are you testing the internet? If the internet could stay green consistently for 2 minutes, I'll finish it today, if it can. I'm just staring directly at this right now. If this thing could actually stay in the green. Oh, no, it went to the red. Okay, no, it said, hell no, I ain't doing it. Okay. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow everything's looking fine. Don't test me, internet. Don't test me. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll figure this out. And then I guess I gotta figure out a video. So I'll figure stuff out. Yeah, maybe they made it worse during their fight. Yes, of course. That must have been what it was. It had to have been. It was too much power, chat. The power was too immense. Just too much. Way too much. And now I'm just staring back at this again because now, like, it keeps baiting me. It's like, yeah, go ahead. Why don't you click on the video, Keith? Don't worry. We'll let you finish the act at least. Denied. Right as I say that, it happens. Okay. Okay, internet. So yeah, chat. I hope that it's good tomorrow. I'll see y'all back then. Not exactly the way that I like ending streams, but typically, I will say this. Typically, when my internet does spaz out, I don't even get to end the stream like this. It just, the frames end up dropping so bad to the point of where I can't even, like, properly end the stream. So at least here, you know, I can speak. Alright, internet, are you testing me? Because now it wants to be green again. I don't know about you, internet. You're pissing me off. I'm like having a staring contest with this thing. If I click on this button, I click on this damn button, you better stay in the green. I swear. Okay. I don't know. As I was in the process of ending the stream. Let's see. Let's see. No. For me, it was a huge gamble too. I can imagine somebody left the stream. And without even a scratch was a massive understatement. The fight was much closer than you'd think, but I don't have the time to explain in detail to you. You believe I tried to make this fight fatal, but it was exactly the other way around. But he said Mountain Dew it. Master Jingwei, please don't talk in riddles like the Raksha. Damn it! It starts dropping the frames again. Blade mantra works to your advantage, and its broken shards have weakened me. Why? Why do you do this, internet? I got to do like a few more lines of dialogue. It was a weakness created by my past, but I'm finally sure it won't slow me down. In any way now. Right now, neither of us is able to exert influence elsewhere, which is why we can finally fight with equal conditions. Fuhua's true intention finally became apparent to Li Shusheng. Great, now the duel between the founder of Taishuan and its disciple has really begun. Right, I do wish to avoid a prolonged fight, and this is the best I can do. Successor of Taishuan. Fuhua tried to come up with the right words to describe herself. Not Celestial Jingwei, nor the founder of Taishuan, nor the music that sounds really good right now. She poised herself for the upcoming fight and reached out a hand to her opponent, a sign of both invitation and challenge. This is my way of showing you respect. As Fuhua. Look at you. Alright, they suddenly burst into soft laughter. In the laughter, there was no contempt, only suppressed joy. The opponent standing before her had once many identities, a martial art legend. What the? Hey! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! I was reading that! The opponent standing before her once had many identities, a martial art legend, a mourner who lost all. But she saw something else today. Splendid! Fuhua, this is gonna be an epic fight. Yeah, can you make the fight like 20 seconds? She clenched her blade. I'm ready. Listen, I'm dropping frames here. All right, we gonna have to make this quick. Oh my god, I get. Let me wait a sec to see if this calms down again, because damn, we dropping frames right here anyways. Sheesh. I don't need frame drops in the footage and frame drops on my freaking internet at the same time. Freaking frame drop hell, you ain't gonna even know what's happening in the fight. You think if I drop kick the router, it will increase the probability of it not dropping frames? Decisions here. What to do? What to do? We literally made it to the fight. Yeah, no, the internet don't care. The internet does not care. Is there a way to replay this fight? I would assume not. I would assume not. Are we really doing this right now? It's like, listen, you're not getting to this fight. You gonna make me start the next stream of doing this fight, or are you gonna let me actually go through this? Okay, it's looking clear. I'm going. Frame rate drop jutsu. A giant sword has frozen the flow of time. Constantly keeps the sword repaired. Only rapid and relentless attacks can break it. Alright, break the sword. Hurry up. Go. Andale. I ain't got all day. Break that damn sword. Come on, go to the... Don't be in the red. Oh my god. Why are you in the red again? Oh my god. Mother... You gonna make me wait to see this boss fight? We're right there. This is pain. This is literally pain. Why do you do this to me, internet? Why? Why? You know, this is something. This is quite something. Pain in the most frustrating level, yes. Indeed. Continue. Perhaps? No. You know, I ain't doing this crap. What we'll do tomorrow, we'll start the stream off with this boss fight so we could watch it in its entirety properly. Cause I ain't doing this crap. I ain't gonna watch a boss fight in pieces like it's some 240p, 144p crap. I ain't doing it. 480p, whatever it is. I ain't doing it. Ain't no damn way. So, yeah, thank you everybody for watching. We'll finish up this act, and then we'll, like, hopefully tomorrow my internet will be fine, and then we'll finish up, we'll do act 3, and that'll be chapter 27. Freaking internet, bro. Thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, don't do crack. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this crap. I am not about to be sitting here for half an hour trying to go through one boss fight. Hell nah. But yeah, seriously, thank you for everybody that did, like, watch the stream today, okay? Like I said, hopefully everything is fine tomorrow, because it was for most of the stream. We were completely fine. So, just very unfortunate. But, yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Alright, Jimmy, hit the music, man. Pick it up.